Mom, so what do you
my
think?
darling son.
I need to tell you that Meisha
Yes.
is she's my fiance,
Oh,
and I'm
is
gonna
she?
you
What-
have a
what-
big
oh, I'm so
problem with
happy.
it.
I'm
What?
so happy.
What?
I'm so happy. I'm overjoyed.
But Mom, she has two kids. She's divorced. You
I don't
care?
care. If you told me she had an arm growing out of her head, that's great. I'm happy. I'm crying.
She
Oh my
just-
God,
what,
my son's
Mom?
not a fag.
But
I mean,
what?
great.
But what if she's a slutty slut, just like slutty?
We
like,
all have problems.
she hates puppies.
I'm sure puppies are problems.
She can't cook.
Who cares? She'll order out. I'm just glad you're not a pickle smoker. I mean, I love her. Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé. Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown. 90-day Beyonce. Marrying someone you only met on your phone. Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's reality gaze. Let's love. Boy, the hugest plot point of their whole storyline.
It was just like a balloon going.
I'm telling you, she's just happy her son's not marrying a man.
That's what I said too. I don't need this pillow.
Did you just knock shit over?
I didn't have any Dr. Pepper in it. Why do you care? We're in a hotel room. There's semen on this floor. Y'all,
There is now.
we're in Denver. If you're watching on the Intimate Portrait, we're sitting on a little love seat.
And there's a bear above us.
They can't really see that.
Oh.
We did as best as we could on the light and the sound. Now look, we had the camera. We were going to set it all up in this certain angle. The light was going to be perfect. Christina wasn't going to be able to bitch at us for it because that's her job. And we called to request an extension cord, and they said, we'll bring it right up. And Poodle, you want to just show them on the Intimate Portrait what they bought us?
This is the best we can do. This is a plug-in that has 3 more outlets to it.
Not a cord. There's not even a cord in it.
This is like, I bet you there are 1,200 rooms here in this resort.
Yes.
So apparently, there's no extension cords.
There's no extension cords.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Thanks for trying.
Thanks, Gaylord.
Kick it off, or people are going to be bugged by it. All right, y'all.
Ooh, my foot's extended.
We're going to have to stop in a little bit because Poodle's got an Instacart order coming because he's had a Flonase and lube. Boy, that's an order.
When you get old, you need Flonase.
You do need Flonase.
When you run out.
You do need Flonase. How are your eyes doing today?
They're better.
Good. Good.
They were swollen and
Poodle's
gross.
got new contacts, so it bothers
Yes.
him. Y'all,
Couple of announcements.
we're in Denver. That's where we are at Podcast Movement. We've had a great, wonderful time. Our panel with Pink Shade and DocuSweeties went really well. We're already in New York as you're listening to this.
That's true. Your voice is so raspy, you sound like Dom DeLuise.
Oh, that is a compliment. Thank you.
We can talk like this.
Comedic genius. And not gay.
Shockingly.
Not gay.
Father of Peter DeLuise.
Who is Pete? I think, oh, yes. Is he gay?
Don't know.
Imagine if you were gay and your name was DeLuise.
DeLuise.
It works. God, I love
Poodle DeLuise.
Yes, Dom DeLuise is one of my comic idols.
Yes, Cannonball Run.
Oh. I don't
And he
even
always
remember
had
that movie.
That
It's
kind
been
of
so
like
long.
hat that cabbies wore.
He did. He did. Any other announcements, Pooh?
Yes. Big announcements.
What?
Huge.
What?
Epic. Love is Blind.
Oh, yes.
You scared me.
scared me. We said that at the
Same
same time.
Love is Blind Season 5 officially is announced for September 22nd after The Altar
So
comes
when
out.
is the After the Altar?
After The Altar comes out September 1st, which is extreme.
Which means Plathville's coming back on September 5th, which means...
Also selling the OC September 8th.
We're getting raw dogged. Raw dogged.
Wow.
We just come back from this. We're going to be in New York City, and we'll immediately have to hurry up, jump, and watch all of Selling Sunset, so that way we can put it out.
Selling
the OC.
So, yeah, for those of you who are on the $5 tier, you're going to get Selling the OC, Love is Blind, and After the Altar. And those of you who are on the $8 tier are going to get all of that plus Plathville. It's going to be a good month. September's going to be good to you.
Good to
on
you.
Reality
Tiring
RG+.
for us.
Yes.
But hopefully all good shows. They're all fun to watch. So.
Oh, I you will never get me to turn my back on Love is Blind.
Yeah.
They'll make 14 seasons and I'll watch.
Okay, so what?
YouTube Live this Sunday. We'll be in New York.
It's already happened.
Never mind.
Hope you enjoyed it. What was your favorite part of the live, Poods?
When I ate a dollar slice and complained that it wasn't as good as the dollar slices I remember.
That could actually happen. Could actually happen.
I'm planning on doing that.
Oh, great.
Because the New York that I was in is not a New York that exists anymore.
Poodle's upset by it.
Anywho, I think it's all the announcements we have. I can't, without timing, I don't know where I am.
Oh,
I'll be
set
honest.
a timer on my phone.
What time is it?
We can do it.
Can I see it?
Yeah. I think it'll be the same.
Will it go away?
I don't know. Let's just try.
There's very few things we know for sure.
Not a lot.
It's like that.
Not
what
a
is
lot.
that book by Wally something? It's like, this I know for sure. For us, it'd be like two things.
Two things.
The
Now,
mail doesn't come on Sundays, although sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does. Now, I don't think we can count up. So that means we've got to set it for, it's going to be a countdown.
I hate this. Already take it off. That makes me too nervous.
Are you sure? 'Cause
Yes.
We've got, that would make you nervous.
It makes me
countdown.
nervous.
All right. Well,
Fuck it.
fuck it.
Who cares?
Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right.
I think that's it. We had a really fun panel here talking
Yeah.
at Podcast Movement.
Yeah.
With Docu Sweeties and Mary Payne. Did you already say that?
We did.
I wasn't listening.
I don't care. Doesn't bother me. We don't. I don't know at the time of this airing, y'all. There was an event with some free drinks.
Yeah.
And we decided it was a good idea for Mary Payne watched.
I don't know if you should talk about this.
It's true. I'm just going to say
It
this.
may never exist.
Mary Payne watched the third episode of Last Resort and wanted to watch it together. We recorded it on video, but I don't know if you're going to see it.
I went to bed because I was expecting a gentleman caller.
Oh, did he call?
More on this later.
Oh, no. That means no.
Actually, I fell asleep. I fell asleep with my glasses on.
Oh, I hate when you fall asleep after you've douched yourself. You're just sitting
It's the
there.
worst.
It's the worst for nothing. But anyway,
It's like wearing your rain boots and it doesn't rain.
Oh, all right. Let's shall we
Let's
jump
move
into
on. We're gonna do this in order. Yo, this episode.
yeah, thank you.
B90 season 6 episode 13, Modern Romance, which I looked up, and is a movie with Albert Brooks.
Oh,
Do you know who that is?
he's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He was in Mother with Debbie Reynolds.
Oh,
Never saw that film.
I never
did
saw
you?
him. No, but I know Albert Brooks.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about Christian and Cleo. We're going to do these in the order that they aired this time.
Yeah.
So Christian and Cleo.
I just have to say, there is a specific talent that British people have that they think they're saying something novel or interesting or they're saying like a first, or they're almost celebrating something, but it comes off as the most vile, insults, like, oh my goodness, like little Lord Fauntleroy, who was dressing Christian. Oh my goodness,
the costume shop.
Yours is absolutely the smallest neck I've ever encountered. Oh, like it's like a child. How do you find things? You have a size 14 neck.
How do you hold up your head?
But it was weirdly kind.
It was kind.
But it was cutting and so cruel at the same time.
You respected it.
I did.
I know you do.
Little Lord Fauntleroy was on her game, tongue pop.
On her game. I want to say they're doing this. They're trying on costumes.
It's a talent that the Brits have. Yeah.
Does it feel like they're just friends? Does it feel like they're in a relationship?
Here's what I think you are reacting to. Cleo is never, because of her autism, is never going to give you comfortability quickly.
That's very true.
Christian is always on. So he's going to give you what a kind of a performance of what a relationship is.
Yeah.
So you're never going to get couple a couple vibe with these two.
That's true.
And maybe 2 years later, that's never going to happen. Because they're DOA, y'all. Even the Star Lady told them that.
It's written in the stars.
It's written in the stars. Written in the stars.
Y'all, by the way, speaking of stars, I hope you're faring well because we're in a Mercury retrograde.
We're in a Mercury retrograde.
Started today when we're actually, it started at 30 minutes ago.
Are we recording?
Yeah, exactly. Are the red lights on? We're in it now.
So
that's probably why our plug got messed up.
What's interesting is both of them love cosplay. It was an interesting little detail. Completely makes sense for him because he's always just trying out new personas, and for her, being able to switch an identity is interesting for her.
They look cute as gangsters, I will say.
I'm a gangster and you're my floozy. And she's like, what is a floozy? He's like, it's kind of like a skank. I enjoyed that.
We were just talking about that word with Wah from DocuSweetie. She's like, our dad used to say that. Don't dress like a floozy.
I like Jezebel or Slattern.
I don't think your mother ever told you that.
No, I think Slattern.
Jaybird, stop dressing like a slattern.
A slattern is, I think, more Shakespearean. Concubine in the Bible.
Boy, that really is where I learned about sluts. Was the Bible?
Well, concubines were actually mistresses in a nice way.
What a fun job.
But I think they were owned.
Oh,
so
that's not good.
Yeah.
I just found out about, maybe it was in the Sissy Squad. Y'all join our Sissy Squad. It's our private Facebook group.
We're fun in there.
Over 10,000 members. We do. They're called.
You're getting some legendary here.
Oh, great. They're called like, what are they called? There's these special sitting chairs. And that back in like Victorian times, women would sit on these chairs and there was holes in the chair and men would lick their pussy. That's what they would
like. We have ribbing chairs.
Well, they were called like sitting. It was like a thing, and now it's a thing like an S&M where women sit in a chair, and then a man or any person.
Called?
I don't remember. They're called something like
pussy
dolling,
chairs?
or no, they're not called pussy chairs. They're called something like dolling up, or
got to work on the way you say PUSSY.
What? I'm just saying. But literally in like this back in history, women, their husbands would go away to fight a war, and they'd be like, Harold, come here and service me. And the men would almost like slaves. Some of them would have to go, and they would have to sometimes do many
for those women.
Many women.
Good.
I love a rimming chair.
I've seen a rimming chair. Y'all,
wait, there's rimming chairs too?
Oh, honey, I've been in one. It's kind of a setup.
Wow.
And it doesn't
just
take a lot.
Explain it. I'm already sick, so just explain it.
So it's got a hole. It's got a hole in there, and they just. I think there's actually a place for the person's head.
Then that's the same thing as the pussy chair.
I think it's just a modification.
What is it called?
You take it a little bit around the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've
sat in more than one actually.
Put the whole new meaning to lazy boy.
But you know what? Strangely, I was not lazy in it.
But you were, because you were sitting there.
Yeah, but you can move around a little bit.
Oh, boy.
You can just like...
You need a break in the wood. You just like, harder! I can't feel it. Just crack.
I can't feel anything at all anymore.
A rimming chair. Wow.
Yeah.
Boy.
Anyway.
Lived a life.
So, where are we? The little Lord Fauntleroy, the cosplay assistant, gives them like night clothing, and they're. This what kind of makes me sad is Cleo is still saying, I can't believe I pulled this guy. Like, she doesn't think she's good enough for him.
She doesn't think she's good enough for
almost
anyone.
anybody. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot of self-esteem issues.
Because like when he
going on
came
here.
out and he looked, she's like, oh, he looks so good. And she said, I can't believe I have this type of pull. And I'm like,
Pulled him, yeah.
I was like, you're fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, I would say if we're going by looks wise, she's way hotter than him.
I agree. So he's like, and I've got something for you. Gives her a necklace. And then, y'all, he's like, this is a physical thing to represent my love for you.
And she goes, did you see her face when she said, you're what?
Your love for me?
It was like a Darcy
Y'all,
moment. What?
This, whether he intended it or not, I can't speak to his motivations. I think I kind of know what they are. This is a pseudo-romantic gesture because that's all he is. And I think it was kind of a slip of the tongue, but I think he knew it would be for her, and she would see that. And it's not fully love bombing. This is kind of like love grenading.
Love grenading.
He's pulling the pin.
But like you throw it in a game where you go,
and it may
get him, Nade.
And it may land and it may not. But
I agree. I don't get grenades. How do you know you're going to hit the right place? They're not very accurate.
I don't think it really matters.
Oh.
I think when you're throwing a grenade, I don't think it's to actually hurt one person.
Oh.
I think you're trying to cause mass damage in any way you can do that.
I don't like this.
Just from what I know of war. I've never fought in one, in this life anyway.
Yeah, I know in other lives you've caused them.
I would have been
Someone fucked some king when they should have been fucking another prince, and they caused the war.
They went to war.
For
little old me.
Princess Jaylene's at it again.
What? Did I do that?
Did I do that, little old Jayleen?
Was I responsible for the Burgundian War? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, but all those men on horseback fighting for me. Oh, I would have loved that.
I think it happened.
Yeah.
I think it
I
happened.
would have loved for a knight to kill for me.
Thanksgiving in Britain.
It's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Is someone going to stuff my turkey?
I'm too full of potatoes to get fucked. God. So
made me excited. I'm getting ready for that.
Now, I wanted to reach out to someone who I knew would have an opinion on Thanksgiving and American style Thanksgivings in different countries.
Yes.
So, and for a lot of people, for a lot of expats, American expats who live overseas, you know that getting things for a typical American Thanksgiving is easier than it's harder than it sounds.
Call me crazy, but I don't think they have fried onions for green bean casserole. Call me crazy.
I think you'd be correct. Now, they are, of course, what I would say, the person I reached out to was Michelle from Bloody Day.
Shell and Robin over at Bloody Day Fiancé. We love that podcast.
And I just asked because I knew it was a little difficult. And so Michelle put her spin on it, and she said a couple of things she's went through. And she said things are better in the last 15 years that she's been there, but it was really hard to find things like cranberry sauce because she said the definition of sauce is different in the UK. Sauces are mostly mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce-based nightmares that you don't want to go near, or things like salad cream, which I can't imagine. And more likely you would find a cranberry chutney than a
I would enjoy that.
And
3 dice on a turkey sandwich.
she also says Libby's pumpkin mix, which is used to make pumpkin pie, is a prized 10, and it used to be available only at Whole Foods, and now
they
there
have
are
Whole
more
Foods
places.
and
Yeah.
God, they're running the world.
Whole Foods. Anyway, and she also says turkeys are for special order, so this was fake. So it would have been really hard for them to randomly get a turkey, especially the day before.
Get a Cornish game hen.
You know how Americans are about tradition. I would agree with you at this point.
I would want, if I lived in another country and I was celebrating Thanksgiving, I would want to embrace things they cook there, like make it a new thing.
That's not very American.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. There's certain things I would want. However, y'all, Christian, what Michelle does follow up with, the main point is you will never in your life walk into an English grocery store outside of London and get what you need for an American Thanksgiving ever. It's just not going to happen. You have to special order things. You'll have to trade with others. They talk about finding American cereal. But expats can definitely weigh in on this.
Oh.
So y'all in our
I will be in another country this Thanksgiving. I'll be in Italy, and I'm not having turkey and dressing.
Let us know if you as American expats, either in the Patreon comments or maybe in our Sissy Squad, let us know what you go through for your Thanksgivings, or maybe you've just thrown your traditions aside.
Maybe.
Which I think sometimes that's fine.
I'm going to be Italian wine drunk on Thanksgiving.
What else is new?
It's Italian wine.
Now, Christian wants creamed corn that he says he's eaten out of a can. This was vile. Absolutely vile.
If you can dream it, you can cream that corn. You just got to take that corn cob.
Stop!
You gotta butter it up.
No!
You gotta rub it back and forth, back and forth. Creamy.
Stop it right now. So
Can't do that when we're going out, boys.
And I liked it when he's like, "Oh, pineapple," and Cleo, who seems to have never seen a television show about Thanksgiving, because like, do you exchange gifts?
I realized
Is there a Father Thanksgiving who comes?
Where is Cleo from?
Italy, originally.
Oh, because I went. It took me 8 episodes to go, wait a minute, Cleo doesn't have a British accent. It just hit me.
Actually, wow, it took you that long.
I just went, where's she from?
She says certain things with a British inflection, but her accent is definitely not British homegrown, for sure. It's it's very northern Italian. There's a little bit of as far northern that you go, your Italian is tinged with sometimes Swiss, sometimes French, sometimes German inflections, especially if like Emilia Romagna, like really, really far north. So, but yeah, she is Italian. Anyway,
I'm gonna say this. They go look, but
I just need to say, eating cream corn out of a can is vile.
Yeah,
I find cream corn that is not homemade to be vile.
We used to eat cream corn out of a can as a kid.
Vile.
It's the mark of your family is poverty. That's why my dad liked it.
I won't be made to feel bad about that.
No, I'm not making you feel bad, but like that's what.
Yeah.
That's what he liked because that's what they got.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, so 4 hours later, she's going to do something, and he's going to be by himself.
She's got a class.
That class, that was it.
He's going to go to the pub for a few pints. And I wrote, yikes, because good things happen when Christian drinks by himself.
4 hours later, she comes home.
He's like, hey! He's all lovey, having a couple of glasses of wine. Y'all, he's tipsy at the least. He goes up and kisses her.
He does.
I immediately went, oh my God, you've been drinking a lot.
We come to find out, guess what? When I was at the pub, I met an American girl.
She was. And
And they do a flashback, and I'm sorry, but I have to say this. Christian in a backwards hat does nothing to me.
Oh, good.
Nothing.
Now, he's like...
Not even moved.
Now, when they showed this clip of him talking to this woman...
I mean, I'm like some guy's face when you're sitting in a rimming chair, just numb. Sorry, I had to
Nicola,
get that.
I'm like a dog scraping itself across, scraping its ass across the carpet.
I can't feel my nose, Mr. Anthony.
Shut up! Shut up, let me do my work.
I think I chipped a tooth. Boy, you ate it.
Occupational hazard.
Sorry, okay, I'm done. You were saying.
He's like, yeah, he's talking to her, obviously flirting with her.
Obviously.
And I want to say one thing. This is not defense. This is not me defending him. Every time he flirts with a woman who is slightly attractive, he puts on that same feel. I think when he's been in relationships, I guarantee you his partners have had a problem with this. Yeah. Because this is how he gets when he's talking to women. So he's like, the kind of weird thing is I invited her. Now,
he was like, what? He's like, yeah, I invited her to Thanksgiving.
And Cleo's like, it's weird. I wouldn't invite someone to my house that I haven't known, like people I haven't known for years.
It's also not his house.
It's not. He should have asked her. But I'm going to say one thing. Americans have a tradition of you don't have anywhere to go on Thanksgiving.
I was going to say that too.
So come to our house. However, it was not his house. He should have texted Cleo or called her and then asked. But
he shouldn't have done it full stop. If it was a man, it would have been probably still not great, but he didn't need to ask another woman.
He did not need to ask another woman because there's already been him when he's drinking talking to other women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Terrible. Anyway.
But I think Cleo would have had a problem with it was a man too because she wants attention from him.
Yeah. Cleo is an open wound of need.
Oh, did you see her face whenever he said, "I got this" because in the costume, her face was just,
because
you love me.
You saw like bluebirds fly around her
but
head.
it wasn't even happy. It was kind of like, oh, I'm in love. So she says, "I'm seeing a pattern, and it makes me worried for the future." Snake charm.
Oh, the Drag Race shade, shade rattle.
Yes.
Meisha and Nicola.
Oh.
Y'all, the plot point we have been waiting all season for
is
nothing. Past.
It's past.
The brothers...
Maybe this is going to go on forever because it's a whole new plot line.
The brothers, after a while, don't seem to have a problem. He is still clamming up about who Meisha is, and finally he says, he's like, well, she put up a post about Jesus online, and I had to correct her like a man.
I had to correct her like a man.
I had to correct her like a man should.
I had to explain to her how she was so womanly and wrong.
And then we started to speak, and then we developed romantic feelings, and now hopefully we're going to get engaged. And y'all, this was delivered in, if you were talking about, I've been growing this piece of moss for my science project, and then it started to grow more, and now I think it's going to give me some rhizomes.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was actually a little too invested, the way you said it. In
and
comparison.
a little romantic.
Romantic, yes. He tells her this, and the brother says, it was like out of a comedy, because the brother said, wait, you mean you've known for 6 years and you said nothing about it? And he goes, yeah. And then he tells the mom, and the mom goes, forget about it.
Great. He's not a faggot.
Just happy, he's happy. Sure. And even the brother's like, But mom, he wants to be with her. He's going to go to the U.S. He's going to fly away and never return.
Well, you know what? I wish him a great life.
Go with God.
You know what I thought? She's so ready for that sourpuss asshole to get out of her fucking house.
Here's what he's the problem child of the family
And
a loser.
she loves
Not
him.
a loser, I shouldn't
She
say that.
loves him, but he irritates the shit out of her.
I think he's a man child. I don't know.
You think?
But we don't know a lot what he does for work. I don't think he. Yeah, I think he has to be taken care of a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Which I don't think Meisha is going to love that when he comes to the U.S.
By the
if
way,
he comes.
she commented on a meme that we
She
put
did.
up.
She told us to pray for her.
I would have never thought I would become a fan of this woman.
I
and
like her.
I am.
I am. I mean, I am praying for her because this guy's an asshole.
Does she read like the Fox News holiday daytime team?
Yes, Megan
Yes.
Fox News. Megan
Yes.
Fox News.
But I enjoy her, and she does seem to know what communication is like, and she is standing up for herself.
She does great makeup.
Agreed. She looks gorgeous.
She does.
So anyway, they are finally. She says, Meisha explains this. Before she was a Catholic, she didn't know God. Then she got married and has 2 kids. She's not a virgin.
She fucked a mom.
And
she
then she
fucked
says-
a guy.
And tells mom she's divorced, and mom goes, "So what?
That's so.
You know." I say, "Go on, get married, live your life."
Live your life. Make yourself happy before I die. Whoa.
So
I wrote, I love this mother.
And then the brother's like, "I think you need to open your life up more to us." Now, I do think this is, they've probably been skeptical of things of him before, so it is a little doublespeak.
Because they're like, he's going to fuck it up.
But I also think they were on camera, so. Anyway, y'all, next thing, people are jumping into the water, and Nicola says, "I'm so relieved. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life." And they're in Accra, I believe, which is his childhood town, and they're in a hummus restaurant, which I can imagine was delicious.
It looks delicious. I will say before they went to, I just will say, Meisha already says in her talking head, this wasn't a big deal to his family at all. It makes me wonder, is this in Nicola's head? Is this his
100%,
thing?
and I'm surprised it took her this long.
No, I'm not, because she didn't know anything
Yeah.
about the family. Remember, he kept her from the family. He kept the
Right.
family from her. She knew no details.
That makes sense. And I think she has a point there. I think this
think so, too.
is, and
Waitress!
she's like, "You shouldn't scream." She's like, "We love everybody here. It's fine, Meisha. Meisha.
wench.
And then he says, he's like, "Last night things were weird. You seem to be quick to want them to dislike me."
Yes.
And he's like, "Your body language, you were showing zero affection." He doesn't show affection at all, y'all. In the next clip, he's massaging mud on her, and it looks
For next week.
like someone's bathing a dog.
It does. It reminded me when he told his mother.
Actually, it's too loving.
Remember when you would like.
It's my father bathing Muffin. It's not a cool thing to watch. It's very, very
Is your
difficult.
mother just yelling at him how to do it too?
Yes.
While
Well,
he does.
also, Muffin does not like a bath
Why does your mother bathe nothing?
because it's too difficult. She's moving away and trying to. Yeah.
Did they ever have that dog trained?
Absolutely not. She's a nightmare. I bought lessons at Petco.
You bought your mother dog lessons at Petco?
Yeah. It's an extremely passive aggressive
That's
gift.
a very passive
Not
aggressive.
dog lessons. I bought her where they could go together and have her trained.
When did you do that?
About 3 years ago,
Guess they didn't go.
and she's still a nightmare.
Did your mother take her?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, Muffin's behavior is abhorrent.
I guess. Yeah. They're not.
No,
It's
I
not
don't
gonna
have any
go
issues
good.
with you being divorced. I love you lots.
I love you lots. I forgot what I was going to say, but I worry they are going to be together,
I think so.
and she's going to be stuck with this
She
guy
was, y'all.
because she's going to put it up to faith,
Yep.
and that God will work it out. And I'm like, or God is showing you the signs to say, God's saying, knock, knock, knock. Hey, girl. Leave.
Like JoJo. Get out right now. Leave. You don't
I
know,
don't know
that
that song. No.
JoJo.
JoJo Siwa?
No.
Oh.
JoJo the pop singer
Don't
who was
know.
in Moulin Rouge recently.
The movie? No. Oh, you mean the play?
Show. I
Oh.
want to brain you with the fucking earth tree.
Well,
Please just follow the cultural clues that I'm giving you.
let's talk about David and Sheila.
Before we do that, I think you should talk about, I can't believe I'm saying this,
Oh.
The Last Resort.
Thank you for that reminder. Thank you.
Your Last Resort corner.
Angela has not my last one, but this show's the Lost Resort.
Which episode is this?
This is episode. Oh wait, I need to talk about
Episode
two, because I've seen 3. But episode 2, one thing you need to know: I've never seen feet dirtier in my life than Angela's feet. At one point, they saw her talking on a bed, and the bottom of her soles were just dark cement gray.
Country people don't wear shoes. I would like to tell you that she's an outlier. That's just country people.
There are though moments, like, because I know most everyone hates Angela, but we just had a sissy in the Facebook group, a brave sissy, I may add, that said, because people came at her, not in a mean way, but said, "Don't kill me, but I think Angela and Michael are cute, and I like watching them." And then she said, "I've got to leave. Bye."
I think
But
she said Michael is cute.
but she liked them together.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was my
all
understanding.
right.
So, but one thing that this is interesting. It kind of changed. She shows her ass in episode 3.
Of course she
spoiler alert.
does.
But in this episode, at one point, Michael. So y'all, they're doing the group
On
therapy.
iPad.
They're doing the group therapy. It wasn't as explosive as episode 1. Pardon me. They still are talking about. They are talking about the Kalani and Asuelu accepting the BJ and the hall pass and all
Did
that.
the BJ for real?
Yeah, the guy she fucks a hot Samoan guy.
Yeah.
Or what I think was he Samoan?
Looks like it.
Yeah. But
Baby girl's got a type.
baby girl's got a type. So I'm coffee from doing the baby girl Lisa voice. So
It's satisfying for me.
I know I'll have to get some tea in a minute. Excuse me.
Jesus.
Well, you do that voice when you've been up all night taking care of drunk Mary Payne. Anyway, so Ingrid wasn't here. I had to shoulder the responsibility.
I went to bed. I can't deal with this foolishness.
So she took the hall pass. They're talking about that, but Kalani and Asuelu are going to try to work things out. But at one point, Angela says, I can't do Angela's voice because I'll have a coughing fit. But she says, "I see the way that Kalani and Asuelu, they're trying to forgive one another, work through this, and I realize I need to be more forgiving of Michael.
What?
If they can do this, then I need to be that for
I
him."
can't believe it.
And I just went, gunk.
I've never heard her speak that way.
Ever. I will say the therapists that they got on this so far are all excellent and
Great.
know their fucking shit.
I'm still not watching it.
No, Mary Payne said that too.
I know.
And so,
I'm Big Brother. I'm watching Big Brother.
Well-
I did a Big Brother corner on Monday for you guys.
and
Listen to that.
there's a big thing that
on the Toe Show.
Yeah, it's on Toe now, y'all, because that airs right after
Yeah.
it. So that's what it's going to be from now on.
I had a lot to say about Heisem.
Yes.
Let's just say that.
So, who's eventually going to be Bison?
Heisem. No, he Gaysem.
He gave some.
He's not Bison, he Gaysem.
But the
Oh,
big
he's Bison. I
yeah,
get it.
Yeah,
I thought you
we're-
meant bisexual.
No,
Scream at me, say, pick up the cultural clues I'm giving you.
it's fine. I can't be mad at you. Can't. And so, the big reveal of this episode was Yara has been hiding the fact that she's been taking birth control from Jovi. You were right.
I was gonna say
right.
I was trying to think I
think you said it on air. Yeah.
I thought it'd be the fact she's been taking birth control.
Yes, and I appreciate your insight from just fucking everyone in Baton Rouge that you know a lot about young.
I know a
men,
lot of Jovies.
but Jovi gets highly upset at this, like really upset. He acts almost
that means all the jizz I put in you inside of you was
For
not
nothing.
doing anything.
He literally acts like she's cheated on him.
Yep.
It's such a big.
His feelings are so fragile because when he has them, they're so important. They need to be they're like Riley's feelings. They need to be hid away in a safe. They're so fragile, and if you break them, what a horrible thing you've done to me.
Yeah.
Because you can get when some straight men have feelings, they are like they're so valuable. Gossamer.
So valuable. That's basically all that you can. And then it's pretty hilarious that there's this real shitty little hot tub at the end, and I
did see a clip of that, and Ed was naked.
Yeah, Ed like flashed Angela his dick, and Angela flashed her titties, and so they are drunker than Cooter Brown in this hot. Like Angela, looks like her bottom teeth are gonna separate. Her fake teeth. So
she probably almost fell out. I think she's
in this small hot tub that is literally. It's not even the size of a Kohler Diamond Edition tub. It is small.
Kohler Diamond?
I plumbing talk. Anyway, sorry, get it from my dad.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Plumbing talk. Anyway, so in the hot tub are Ed, Liz, Angela, Molly, and Kelly. It looks like
looks like a sandals resort.
It's so packed in there. It just looks
swingersy.
Yeah, it looks uncomfortable. But
those are big people. Those are some big people.
You see Kelly and Ed fight because Ed calls him a bitch again, even though he apologized for it the first time. So you start to get all that stupid drama. Angela's now going at Ed, defending Kelly. She gets in a fight with Liz. Show ends.
I'm really glad I'm not watching.
It's still very enjoyable. Even Mary Payne went, God dang. I mean, so it is. I just emailed her today. Kim and I, I'm going to be doing with some other shows too. I've talked to Mary Real, but Kim and I are definitely going to talk about this. It's going to be on their Patreon and our RG Plus. That's
perfect.
How they want. So, but we're going to do that in September when I get back. We're going to kind of do.
I don't have to be involved.
Well, if there's something that I feel like is a must see for you, I'm going to make you sit down and watch it.
You in what army?
Oh, I'll tape you down to the couch and put those, because you've got that fucking rimming chair, and tape you to that and tape your eyelids open like Clockwork Orange. I'm still enjoying it. I've seen also episode 3. I'm going to say this about episode 3. Well, you can see me watch it if that video ever gets released.
If that video, it's like the Zapruder film.
Yes, exactly. If that gets released, it won't be on but it'll be on Pink Shade.
The video that may or may not exist.
But when there was a moment, we all were just like, oh my fucking God.
Wow.
We were shocked.
That you were appalled by, or a secret was revealed?
Appalled. Something that happened that was appalling to us.
Oh.
What I like about Last Resort, especially with Kalani Asuelu, and it's starting to happen with Jovi and Yara. You're wrong. They do have problems, and they are coming out, and feels very raw and real. But also, at least for Kalani and Asuelu, it almost feels. It's kind of like watching Dr. Pimple Popper. I don't mean it. I'm not enjoying it, but there's a catharsis in seeing their relationship finally dissolve.
And
when we all knew it was
and them
shit.
To talk about real feelings.
Real feelings and real things. So that was episode 3, and then episode 4 is going to be like a sex person. So they're going to be talking about sex stuff.
Oh no!
I gotta. It's well done.
David and Sheila. So y'all, he's gonna buy a ringy dingy dingy ding ding ding.
Go a ring ding 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 ding.
And y'all, Amy the interpreter's not available, and Sheila's going to some type of prayer service for her mother, which I'm sure there's been a lot because her mother's been dead like a week. And y'all, time for Death Cam.
This one made a little more sense because they did, but I was kind of like, do we need all? It was a lot.
It felt like, and he was asking where the ring is, and he was in this marketplace, and like people were showing him like seafood. It felt like the beginning of Beauty and the Beast.
It did. But that's too expensive.
That's too expensive. There must be more than this provincial law.
It really wasn't that expensive. It's only $85 for that ring.
I know.
God.
So
What a deal. He does say, so he wants to buy a ring because David says, there are new ways I fall in love with her, though especially the way she interacts with her family and her son. I need them to work it out.
I really do think these two are going to make it.
I need them too.
We thought that from the beginning of this season because both of them are pretty earnest.
I would never do this because it's not for us to get involved. We're kind of like those wildlife photographers, y'all. We have to watch the baby bison get eaten by the tigers. We have to.
I don't know. You kind of root for the tiger.
We can't.
I do.
Okay. We can't interfere.
It's just nature taking its course.
All right. Well, sure.
Apex predator at work.
Yeah. Okay. Peter people call poodle. They Jake it or fake it. Not me. But
that was like me in the party last night. I was the apex predator.
Wow. Okay.
And y'all, there are not a lot of queerlings here, so it's kind of hard to pick off the defenseless ones.
Whoa.
I have to keep my eyes peeled at these parties.
Whoa. Whoa. Speechless.
When you see two earrings, it's a good chance.
It's a good chance. So, but they. But what was I talking about?
I'm sorry.
No, that's
waylaid
okay.
you. It's
and
my fault.
My brain's tired.
Apex
from
predators.
What happened? Where am I?
You said we're like the wildlife photographers.
We're like the David Attenboroughs, Attenbutt boys, whatever. We have to watch this happen, and with David and Sheila, it's I don't remember what I was going to say.
I don't know where
flew
you're
out
going
of
with
my
it.
head. What do we say? We have to watch it. We're talking about Last Resort. They fell in love. Oh well. Continue.
That was really cogent.
Well, sorry, I couldn't remember now.
So he has less than a week in the Philippines, and she said, and he said she gets jealous of Amy being there, so they're going to go to the beach without Amy.
Yes,
and they're going to, and he can't wait, and he's like, grinning face with star eyes, grinning face with star eyes, grinning face with star eyes emoji.
Star eyes emoji.
Eyes emoji.
Eyes emoji. I know what I was going to say now.
Okay.
I said, like, we want to get involved. They're the first couple I've ever wanted to start a GoFundMe to raise money for them.
I think there was something about that.
We can't do that. I will never do that. I won't donate. It's not for us to do.
You mean to get her to the U.S.?
Just to get them clothes. I don't think he makes enough money when she gets here.
Yeah, it's fair.
That was it. But yes, so he's texting.
I believe in their genuine affection for one another.
I do too.
Yeah. So he wants her to practice her ASL, and
apparently he was very nice about it. But he's a little upset, kind of hurt feelings that she doesn't.
And my thing was, it was much easier for her to talk over the computer for text. So I kind of understand what she's saying,
I do too. Because if you're not around people.
This felt producer initiated.
Because when you came back from Colombia, your Spanish dirty talk was way better.
Had whole dreams of in Spanish.
You were exposed.
Yeah. Most of them were things you say while naked, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Pristine Spanish. But the dirtiest things said.
Okay, they're heading off on this trip, and she was like, "It's a long trip, and y'all,
they're gonna make love a lot."
Now they didn't have sex a lot the first time. How come, Poodle?
His dick is big. It's an American dick.
American dick.
You had an American dick.
That was a good callback.
I still say, y'all, David's dick is so red and angry, and it's fat, and the head is just like a clown's nose. It is just right there.
Again, like been too long in a cock ring.
Yes.
Just
and
going,
just like,
let me out to semen you.
telling you, that dick is furious.
She is also petite.
She is tiny.
She is very petite, and not for every, but sometimes the vaginismus is a thing. So maybe she has,
Where'd you come up with that? A sissy must have told you that.
What?
Vaginismus.
No, I knew about that.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Who told you?
No, I've had friends that have had it.
What is it?
It's now it is when it's hard to have sex because it's not. I don't want to say like tight because I think that guys talk about women being. I don't like that verbiage, but
it's an actual physical condition.
Anatomically, it is harder for you to take a penis or receptacle. This is lost on you because you don't understand that at all. Mm-hmm. He's going, y'all, if you're watching it to reporter, he's looking at me going,
it's that meme of that woman with figures.
Yes.
Kind of being right at her.
I'm the same. When my friend told me, I went, you just get more lube. You just breathe through. It's not that. It's a medical condition.
Yeah.
I'm like, to me, I said, well, then you just get on top of them and sweep your feet out under you, and you'll just fall on it. It'll hurt for a little bit, but you'll get used to it. That's what I did in college.
You'll just fall on it.
Apparently, it's not the way.
Like falling on like a mushroom.
Yes.
Anyway, that's what it is. It's a big mushroom-headed dick. So, y'all, David basically says, I had to
Yeah, you need to not go to sleep tonight.
Yeah. I had to work a lot to pay for this resort where they are, so I really want this to be perfect. Let's practice signing, and they say basically, and Sheila says, yeah, I like signing with you, but why don't we shower? And I went, atta girl.
Well, Sheila's pretty good.
Well played, Sheila. Get away from the argument, saying, let's take a bath together. And let me tease your angry mushroom. That's all I've got.
That's all I got. Is that the show?
That's the show.
That's the show, everybody. Oh, good. I'm going to have to make a throat coat tea for the second episode. It'll be good for me. All right, everybody. You can find us at realitygaze.com. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us in your back alley sometimes if you look hard enough.
Mm-hmm. I'm just sitting there with my hand on my hip, just waiting,
just standing there. You can also thank you again for Sissy Janie for not only creating Darfield but actually sending me a GIF, a Darfield GIF. You also get it ready. Merch will be coming in September. So, well, it was. We're going to be so busy now, but we've said it has to be about October now, so it's got to happen. Maybe you can be in charge of that.
I don't mind. Send me all the stuff.
That's just as much work if I have to send it. That sounded just like your mother, didn't it? Yep. If I got to send it, I might as well just do it myself, Father Poodle.
It was triggering.
I'm sorry. All right, everybody. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And y'all, if we would have told our mothers I'm getting married to this woman who has 4 arms and 1 leg, they would all say, great!
Great!
Call us if that was you too.